Welcome to Tech Talks with TTEC Digital, your go-to place for the latest in customer experience technology. I'm your host, Dan Sanders, coming to you from the intersection of innovation and practicality in the digital world. So, without any further waiting, let's explore the digital solutions shaping our world and transforming customer experience. Today I'm joined by Robert, Ben and Jeffrey, some of my TTEC colleagues from around the globe, to discuss the deprecation of WebChat within Genesys Cloud CX. Robert, over to you.
So deprecation in Genesys terms is they are no longer going to develop, and eventually they will remove the feature from a product. In this case, it's the web chat, the traditional web chat, which has been in the product since 2014 or so, a long time ago when they first developed this, actually before they had voice in the product. That is going away because there were several versions of it. You had to write a specific version for a specific function or feature that you want to make use of. It was only synchronous, and so you didn't have any asynchronous messaging like you do with WhatsApp or your SMS. And it was really dependent on a lot of Java code on your website. So, getting away from all that, making a more simplified, streamlined, asynchronous platform that can support multiple messaging channels and not just the web chat. We call that now web messaging. And so that helps then to consolidate your resources to help, bring you into a modern age. The other thing is that web chat was very text specific. You had to be text-based, where with web messaging, we allow rich content such as pictures and videos and links and quick replies and carousels and cards and all these fun things you see in like a Facebook Messenger or your SMS where you can give emojis and GIFs and all that.
Can you tell our customers and clients the difference between synchronous and asynchronous messaging?
Yes, so certainly. Asynchronous messaging is where the message will continue from where you left it off, whereas synchronous, the message will stop, and when you close that particular window out and you open a new window, your old message is gone. So it really has the look and feel of, like Robert already mentioned, a WhatsApp. You open it up, you're chatting with your friend, and you can see the last thing you said to them. That message isn't gone. The same with like a Facebook Messenger, it does the same sort of thing. Customers these days are used to these types of interfaces, and to include that in the product is really quite an innovation that I think will help serve the customers and the agents in the long run to be in a better place.
Thanks, Ben. So going on from that, obviously web chat will be going, we'll call it end of life due to the deprecation. What would you suggest clients and customers out there who are currently using web chat, they're looking to move web messaging, what would you suggest their approach be?
The best thing that they can do, especially for our clients, is to get in touch with our CSMs and get in touch with TTEC to give them the recommendation on how to transition from the old web chat to the new web messaging, especially that it may involve a meeting or a communication with their website developer, especially if they are using the old web chat, because most probably it's still using a script. So from here, once they configure the new web messaging, it will have a new script that they need to deploy inside their website. So once that is done, it's all there. Once they configure or anything that they update in the future in their configuration of the web messaging, it will update basically what's inside the website. No need to redeployment or whatever.
Okay, and is that deployment now, you mentioned code there, is that deployment easier than the original web chat, or is it about the same amount of effort that will be required from our client's IT team, as it were, their web development team?
Yeah, it's just 14 lines of code. It is a deployment code that you put on either your AdWords or your Adobe, whatever it may be, or even just the headers of your pages. that allows it to then communicate back to Genesys Cloud, where it gets all the configuration for colors, logos, names, titles, the squares, everything. The whole user experience is now contained within Genesys, and that code never have to change. If I want to change colors, I don't have to change this code. It remains static on the website for as long as you have that deployment. That deployment can reach out to different configurations, so a much easier way for the business to control without going to the web developers every single time they want to make a change.
So is it fair to say not only has it simplified the solution, it's it's made it more usable as well from a client perspective, and even from a customer's perspective of those clients, using web messaging opens the door to so much more. We've spoke on previous casts about the utilization of knowledge and agent assist and everything. By using Web Messenger, we are opening the door to using that and then taking it a step further with AI. Am I right in saying that?
All of these things we've already talked about, Web Messenger, knowledge, agent assist, they all work together harmoniously to provide a great agent experience, but also to provide a great user experience. And at the end of the day, that's what we really care about, right? We care about how our customers interface with us and how we can in turn provide them the information that they really need to make sure they have a great customer service experience.
One good thing about the web messaging is not only on the client side, but also on their customers, right? Because a lot of customers they can get their answer just by using the web messaging, utilizing the AI, the knowledge base that is integrated with it, without even reaching an agent. Right, so that lessens the number of people that will be talking to an agent. By utilizing the web messaging and the knowledge, their own customers can get their answers right there and then.
The other thing is that web messaging is not just web chat as we think about it. It's actually a platform where we can plug in apps like the Knowledge app, the Co-Browse app, in the future a video app. There might be some other applications that we can put into this thing we call web messaging.
I think also like a great use case, or just like Robert mentioned and Jeffrey mentioned also, is like just making sure those questions are correct. I mean, customers like to be guided through these things. If you guide a customer through and you prompt and so you suggest things like, what would you like today? Billing? Would you like to set up a new account? It kind of gives people prompts, and as you go through that, to just lead them through the entire process every step of the way, so that they can just get these things done quickly. My daughter's boyfriend, they just recently moved into a house. They set all of their utilities up, brand new service for a new place, all online. They never spoke to a single agent. Now, some people might say, yeah, that's taking away from my agents' jobs. It's taking them away. It's really not. It's freeing up your agents so they can better serve your customers with other needs that they may have. Maybe they have a complaint, and there's more time that you can devote to that to make sure their complaint is settled quickly and efficiently, and your other services are just taken care of.
That's great. Thank you for that, Ben. So as we know, because we're all very close to our current clients and everything, we're helping them at the moment through our customer success managers move away from web chat over to web messaging as required. For people listening to this who are still on web chat and require assistance, what would you suggest they do? First of all, obviously reach out to us at TTEC Digital, but are there anything that our potential client base here can take from this?
So we have created a little wiki on ourselves of the process and the steps to do. We have presented that out to every one of our success managers to reach out. We currently have between 30 and 40 clients out there that are still using chat. So we know who they are. We're able to get them proactively. We've already started active campaigns to move them over. It is a simplified thing, and it gives much more control to the business to maintain and featureize this whole thing of web messaging, to make it what they want it to be for their customers. And so, really get with your success manager. If you don't, if you're not one of our customers, come to us anyway. We can help you through that. Genesys says there is approximately about 120 customers out there still on chat, worldwide. And so we can be a part of that help to move you from chat to web messaging.
That's great, Robert. Thank you. And that wraps up another episode of Tech Talks with TTEC Digital. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the cutting edge of customer experience technology. A special thanks to our guests, Ben, Jeffrey and Robert, for sharing their expertise and insights today. If you have any questions about today's topic or anything related to customer experience, we're here to help. Don't hesitate to reach out.